Aloha mai, and welcome to the Imperative of Aloha in Hawaiian Culture-Based Education, or HCBE. In this video, we will explore how to cultivate Hawaiian living and well-being by teaching with aloha. Since our Hawaiian kupuna believed makahana ka'ike by doing one learns, let's begin this video the way our kupuna would have, with a traditional Hawaiian opening protocol, which includes a homai, a chant to center ourselves, as well as a greeting chant. If you know the chants, I invite you to please chant along with me. Hawaiian protocol usually also includes a ho'olauna or introduction. In today's ho'olauna, I will share a few places that identify and define me and that have shaped me into who I am today. Please note that whenever there's a star on the slide, it means there's more information, for example, videos, text files, and other resources that you can find in your resource folder. Makaukau, are you ready? E o mai ka ike mai luna mai e. O nā mea huna no e au. O nā mele. E o mai. E o mai. E o mai e ho mai ka ike mai luna mai o nā mea huna no e au o nā mele e ho mai e ho mai e ho mai e ho mai ka ike mai luna mai o nā mea huna no e au o nā mele e ho mai e ho mai e ho mai Aloha e, aloha nā akua, aloha nā aumakua, aloha nā li'i o Hawaii, aloha nā kupuna, aloha nā makua, aloha ka lehulehu, aloha e. Aloha mai kākou, o ku hina hina ku I kaha kai ka haka lau ko'u inoa. O Honolulu, ku'u o Nehānau. O Hawaii, ku'u mokupuni. O Makua, ku'u kai. O Kilauea, ku'u mauna. O Waipio, ku'u awawa. Welcome to Mind, Brain, and Na'au, where we're blending Hawaiian culture-based education and mind and brain education to achieve Eola learner outcomes. Specifically, my portion of this course will focus on Hawaiian Na'au and Ike Kupuna. Now, when we hear the word Na'au, the first thing that comes to mind is intestines or bowels or guts. But Na'au also refers to mind, heart, and feelings, and to mood and temper and affections. Figuratively, the word Na'au can also mean child. According to our kupuna, the Na'au is the seat of ancestral knowledge. That's how we connect to our Ike kupuna. It is the ancestral gauge that helps us to determine right from wrong, pono from pono ole. Now the word Ike kupuna means ancestral wisdom. Ike means knowledge, awareness, understanding, recognition, comprehension, learning, or consciousness. And kupuna are the grandparents, our ancestors, any relatives or close friends that are of the grandparents' generation. It also means source. And so really, this ike kupuna is the source of our knowledge. So today we're going to talk about the imperative of aloha in cultivating Hawaiian well-being. And the way we're going to do this is through Hawaii Culture-Based Education, or HCBE, which is also known as Education with Aloha, or EA, Pedagogy of Aloha, or Hawaiian-Focused Education. They are all pretty much the same thing. The olelo no iao for today is going to be Uaola loko ike aloha. Uaola loko ike aloha. Please repeat after me. Uaola loko ike aloha. Maikai. Uaola loko ike aloha means love gives life within. And this is a olelo no iao that I would like you folks to memorize, but more importantly, to understand and to live by. Ola means life or living or to live or well-being. Loko is inside or your insides, as in loko maikai, which means literally good insights and refers to generosity or people who are generous. Aloha, as we all know, means love, compassion, and caring. So literally, Uaola loko ike aloha can mean the insides are alive because of love. Or aloha gives us life, well-being within. Another translation could be aloha makes us live and aloha makes us thrive. Uaola loko ike aloha. So in order to ola Hawaiian style, in order to live, to learn, and to thrive, and to have a healthy, productive life, we have to practice aloha. That's really the message of Uaola loko ike aloha. And in order for our students to ola Hawaiian style, to live, to learn, and to thrive and have a healthy, productive lifestyle, we have to teach, we have to educate with aloha. We are not the only people who believe in the importance of aloha in the teaching process. Jean Vanier, who is the founder of L'Arche, which is a community for disabled people, says, "What is most important for the people I welcome is not pedagogy or educational technique. It's my attitude towards them, my way of listening to them, of looking at them with respect and love, of responding to their desires, of rejoicing and laughing with them. This is how, little by little, they're able to discover their own beauty and that their life has meaning and value. They do me good, and I think I do them good." So this is really about an attitude as teachers towards our students. We have reduced this very big concept of education with aloha or pedagogy of aloha into a simple formula which states relations plus relevance plus responsibility results in rigor and fun. Today we're going to focus primarily on relations, and in future videos we will explore the relevance, responsibility, rigor, and fun. So sharing aloha really means building relations, and those relations in turn help us to grow Hawaiian well-being, cognitive well-being, social emotional well-being, physical well-being, cultural well-being, and even spiritual well-being. So let's look at how we can cultivate cognitive well-being. What is really important from a Hawaiian perspective is that we acquire knowledge and understanding through experiences and through actual practices. For us, cognitive well-being happens when we are allowed to learn in place, in the environment, in the community, in places that we can relate to. What is really very different from Hawaiian and indigenous pedagogy is that we prefer to engage in practice before theory. Whereas in the Western construct, you have theory first, and then if there's any time remaining, you actually apply the knowledge. From a Hawaiian perspective, we always do it first. We practice it. And then we don't really need anybody to explain the theory to us because we already got it through our experience, through our practice. Now, when it comes to cultivating social emotional well being, it is really important that at all times our students are in an atmosphere of aloha, in a safe learning environment where they feel cared for and protected. We also need to make sure that we validate their self-worth and make them feel and understand that they are an important person and that they have important things to contribute to our lahui and to the world. By doing that, we help them to learn how to care for themselves as well as care for others, which includes the environment. Most of all, in order to cultivate social emotional well-being, we have to provide learning opportunities that are fun and opportunities that have a meaningful impact. So we're not just learning for learning's sake, but we're learning to make a difference. As far as cultivating physical well-being is concerned, it is very important that we teach our students how to eat healthy and how to live a healthy lifestyle. We also need to teach them how to function in and take care of the environment and how they can engage and contribute to their communities. Cultural well-being is cultivated by growing the relations and the connections with people, which we call aloha kanaka. And that is done through greetings chants, such as the one that I performed at the beginning of this session, by sharing our mo'oku auhau, which is something I will do in future sessions, by talking about our personal and our Hawaiian names and explaining why we got that name, by identifying places that shape us as individuals, which was also part of my ho'olauna earlier, and by using the language of our kupuna as much as possible. So whenever you can, if it's a word, a Hawaiian word that you know, use it instead of the English. If you know a phrase to say it in Hawaiian, use it, and we will talk about that more. Cultivating cultural well-being also has to do with growing relations and connections to the land, what we refer to as aloha aina in Hawaiian. And that is things like allowing students to engage in land stewardship, learning about food security or how to kanu'ai or plant food. It's about learning patriotism and about social engagement and activism. Cultivating spiritual well-being is also something that is important, and we do that by growing our relations and connections with the spiritual world, what we call aloha akua in Hawaiian. That is done through things like the chant e homai, which asks for knowledge from above, which are performed at the beginning of this video, or by doing kilo, which is observation, that is done every day or twice a week, 3 times a week, whatever the time allows, where students go out and observe the environment and jot down the things that they see in the environment, whether it is the weather or whether it is the plants around them, whether it's the animals that they see, or the fish, the cloud formations, etc. So here are some activities that you can use to foster well-being as a teacher. Start and end each day or each class with opening and protocol, similarly to what I'm doing in this video, and which we will teach you how to do later on. When at all possible, be there when they enter your classroom and aloha them personally, and if possible, honi them Hawaiian style when they enter and when they exit. And we have a video on that as available in your resource list. Use their Hawaiian names whenever possible so that they learn how to create their relations with their name and live up to those names. When you can, make your instruction as place-based as possible, meaning that students in their introductions, for example, share the places that have shaped them into who they are, and when they recite their genealogy, talk about the places that their ancestors come from. Other things you can do is play Hawaiian music while the students are working on a project. And as much as possible, use basic classroom commands in Hawaiian in order to reconnect all of us with our ancestral language. And we have a whole list of basic classroom instructions and commands in your resource folder. Other relationship building efforts are hands-on games and other creative fun activities that allow the students and teachers to get to know one another in a fun atmosphere of play. When at all possible, allow the students to lead projects and assignments. Ask them what they want to learn and how they want to learn it, rather than thinking you are the sage on the stage that knows everything. Every student is different, and we believe every student has gifts and talents. So provide opportunities for personalized learning where students can really integrate their passions, their gifts, and their talents into the products and projects that they create. And as mentioned earlier, incorporate humor and fun into teaching and learning whenever possible. You know, when we first started this Hawaiian culture-based education, our biggest criticism was, oh, your students cannot be learning. And when I said, why would you say that? They said, oh, well, when we walk by your classroom, the students are always laughing. And to them, that meant they weren't learning anything. Now, that is such an outdated and not Hawaiian idea. In Hawaiian, we love to have fun while learning at the same time. So if all possible, find some good jokes, allow people to make fun of you in a nice way, and play around with words, play around with people, play around with things to make your instruction as fun and as entertaining as possible. In addition, integrating ohana, community, and lahui is extremely important, because that shows the students that you are interested in more than just themselves, but their ohana and the places that they live in. Uaola loko I ke aloha. Can we say it one more time, please? Repeat after me. Uaola loko I ke aloha. Maikai. Love gives life within. Showing our love, is not, again, also a Western construct in education. And so we really have to have a courage to demonstrate our aloha. According to Paul Freire, who is one of my idols and mentors, he says critical educators and activist teachers must be passionate about their students and the environment where they live. And in order to do that, they should have indispensable qualities and virtues such as humility and the courage of love. So I invite you to have that courage of love and to demonstrate that aloha to your students on a daily basis. Here is a pledge of aloha that you and your students can do every single day, which says, I believe that every person has a role in society and deserves to be included and treated with respect in their family, school, and community. I believe that every person should be free to express what is truly in their heart and mind, whether male, female, or in the middle. I believe that every person should be able to practice their cultural traditions and to know and to perpetuate the wisdom of their ancestors for future generations. I believe these values are embodied in aloha: love, honor, and respect for all. Therefore, I pledge to live aloha in everything I do and to inspire people of all ages to do the same. So aloha is a pedagogy. Aloha is a way of life. And our research shows that the pedagogy works and that the way of life works. So in order to practice and to live aloha, we need to make sure that we focus first on ourselves. We need to love ourselves. We need to love others, our family, friends, our students, our colleagues, and openly show this aloha for one another. Because we cannot talk about aloha in the classroom to our students and then have ill feelings towards our colleagues or our administrators. We also need to show our love for our community and for our lahui and for our environment, as well as our culture, our language, and the spiritual world. If we openly exhibit this kind of aloha every day, I think we can be powerful role models for our students and help to shape them to learn how to live aloha. For Hawaiians, it's really about teaching and educating with aloha. This is the effective way to reach our Hawaiian students. And this research was done over decades, and it was the students who identified aloha as the main ingredient. So again, being Hawaiian is teaching and educating with aloha, and it's also living and practicing aloha as a way of life. This is the way it has always been, and I think this is the way it needs to be in the future if we are to remain Hawaiian. In summary, it's in order for us to grow well-being, we have to grow the relationships between the students and ourselves, between the students and the environment, among the students, between the students and the families and the communities, and we have to do it with aloha. According to my husband Nale Kahakalau, students thrive when the kumu care about them. They love learning in a safe atmosphere of aloha where people aloha kikahi kikahi, and where there are high expectations for all. How do we empower ourselves and our students to achieve optimal well-being? Well, it's quite simple. We need to practice aloha. We need to seek understanding of and research aloha. We need to model aloha. We need to share aloha. We need to pray for aloha. We need to manifest aloha, or my husband calls it manifest. And we need to teach aloha, and we need to teach with aloha, educate with aloha. Mahalo e, mahalo e ka lehu lehu, mahalo e nā mākua, mahalo e nā kupuna, mahalo e nā li'i o Hawaii, mahalo e nā au mākua, mahalo e nā akua, mahalo e. Ahui ho, aloha.